Bye-bye. Okay, we're here with John Peelmeyer and Becca. Sorry to keep you waiting in the wings like that, but
Oh, no worries.
welcome Becca Kidwell, cabaret artist. So Becca, you look great. How was your 2022?
It was really busy, very busy. I performed three shows multiple times, and I recorded two singles. I wrote and recorded two singles. So,
What were they? What were the names?
the one song was called "Together Inside," which was the title of my show that I did four performances of this year, and that was about being frustrated about how we were actually more intimate when we were uh,
Oh,
talking to each other over Zoom versus um, now that we're out in public again and not in lockdown. The other song was a Christmas song, and it's called "Cause It's Christmas Time." And I wrote it because pretty much I was listening to Christmas songs last year, and we were just getting ready to go into the second lockdown, and I was just like, these songs are just way too cheerful. And I was like, I want to write a Christmas song that's more realistic. I still have it, it still has hope in it, it's it's more realistic. It's not just everything's wonderful. We were going into our second lockdown last year, and I got Omicron at the beginning of
oh.
2021. So, I mean, we were going into lockdown, so it's not like I had anything better to do than to get sick at the time. So,
Now, John Peelmeyer, and before we also bring in our musical guest, Sylvie Simmons, into the neighborhood as well. She's a wonderful friend. But John, let me ask you, what are you looking forward to most in the year ahead?
Boy, well, Agnes of God is under option for a Broadway revival, so
Ooh.
we don't know when that's going to happen. Possibly next fall, possibly the spring of 24. We don't know that yet. And
Anti-Agnes or God? I can be either one.
either one,
Yes.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy for either to appear. And my adaptation of The Exorcist is about to be optioned for Broadway.
ooh,
So
Oh my gosh! Wow.
don't know when that would happen, but so those are certainly two things I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Well, I hope they both come to wonderful fruition. I do have to let you go because we're sort of cycling
Sure.
people as best we can. But it is so good to have you in the neighborhood. I hope you'll have the time to come play our quiz again.
Love that.
This year. It'd be great. Success in your writing, health, all good things to you and yours. Thank you, John Peelmeyer, for being in the neighborhood.
Happy New Year to us all.
Happy New Year, my man. Thank you. Thank you, man. Bye-bye. Okay, so Becca, tell us a little more. What are you hoping for? You've been telling us about your this past year. What are you hoping for next year?
well, actually, I'm going to take a little time to write a new show, and I'm hoping to write some new songs for it as well. But it's going to be about me living with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, just cheerful
Oh,
stuff for the new year to talk about
yeah,
right
right.
now. So I wanted to take my time, and so it's not coming out until the fall.
Was it now? This wasn't stress from Omicron. This is stress from some other whatever.
No, this was from growing up.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
We don't have to. It's New Year's. We don't
Yeah,
have to get. But you're
yeah.
you're you're getting over it. You're getting better. I'm hoping.
Right.
Um,
Well, I live with it, and I've gotten a lot better than I am, and I'm thriving now. So, and that's part of it is that I am thriving, and
Wait, you don't live in New York City, do you?
I live
Or
in Jersey City.
no, okay, I was wondering. Of all places to drive, the last place you have to drive is New York. But Jersey,
I said I'm thriving, not driving.
sorry, thriving. Excuse me. I thought you meant beep beep. No, my fault.
No, I am not. I'm never driving again.
Don't blame you. Speaking of driving into the lane right now, though, we have our musical friend Sylvie Simmons, which she's not going to go on camera, but she is. Sylvie, are you there? Can we hear you?
Hey, Dave, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you wonderfully. How are you, Sylvie?
Well, absolutely. I can't say the word on the radio, but it comes out of the back of a dog when they're eating too much.
Oh,
I feel
Oh,
like a piece of that.
do you have COVID, or why are you feeling?
No, I had a big tooth pulled out and then it got infected, so I can't drink tonight because I'm on antibiotics. But You've also brought up the great stress, you didn't, your lovely guest did, on The Exorcist. It reminded me of seeing The Exorcist when I was in my teens. And I went with this boyfriend. And just before that part of the end, if you ever saw that movie, where the exorcism is done, you know, the really nasty stuff, not the kind of just the general sort of crucifixes and goo, he got so upset he kind of ran out of the film. And I thought, well, you know, I want to kind of watch the end of the film. I got to go out and take care of the boyfriend, I guess, who was sitting in the curb, you know, sort of very, very unhappy. And so I came up with this instant bluff. Bluff has been very good in my life. And my bluff was, well, I have to go back in to find out, because otherwise, you know, it won't be resolved and I won't be able to resolve this terrible thing that's going on. It was a complete mess of teenage lies. And the next day when I saw him, he came over with a Ouija board, but that's another story.
That doesn't sound wise for him.
But I should.
San Francisco with my sore mouth swollen up.
Forgive me for not properly introducing Sylvie Simmons, but she spent many years and is still a rock and roll writer. She writes about rock music and the artists who make it. She's written the definitive book at this point, the biography of Leonard Cohen. But more importantly, over the past couple of years, she's got albums out. She, on ukulele and other instruments, she's been writing songs and singing them. And so Sylvie, what is your latest record?
You see, my uke is here, but singing would be almost impossible.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. And let me just, I gotta admit one more person. So, but are you working on a new recording, Sylvie?
I've written a bunch of songs, but life keeps getting in the way. COVID was such a mess, wasn't it?
Well,
I mean, really, it took, nobody knew when it was going to end. And so my last album came out smack in the middle of it. Great timing in 2020. But yes, there will definitely be one at some point. And you know, I've got this new instrument somebody gave me. I'm being a little bit untrue to the uke. And it's a tenor guitar. It's a guitar with 4 strings.
How is it different from how it sounds like a guitar, but just smaller, or does it sound like a ukulele? Or
it sounds exactly like a big guitar, because it is a big guitar, but with 4 properly spaced for a uke player strings, and it's got wonderful sustain. You know, any uke player knows you have to keep going, otherwise there's radio silence. But you can just play one chord and just listen to it for a while and sing at least half of a song over it. Really. I love it so much.
You can uke before you leap. That's terrible. I apologize for that.
I've got a couple of good jokes for you, though, if you want them.
Yes, please, please. And by the way, just so you know, joining us on that 4th screen is my cousin, Adam Glass. Welcome to you, Adam. We're talking with Sylvie Simmons, the musician, and also BECCA KIDWELL, the cabaret singer and songwriter. But Sylvie, tell us, please, some jokes.
I am just now a famous joke teller. This is my new role. This is my favorite joke in the whole world right now. Who is the neatest and tidiest? I'm trying not to say the word anal, see, on the radio. Who is the most neatest and tidiest of the rock bands?
The neatest and tidiest
rock band. Wavy screen, wavy screen. Too late, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
OCDC.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's have another. That was actually very good. Yeah. Can we have another?
Another one. Oh, I heard a Christmas one I like too. It was, what do you say? Ouch, sorry, it's hard to talk.
Yeah.
What do you call a deer, like a reindeer? What do you call a deer with no eyes?
With no
eyes, you know, can't see, has no eyes.
No eyes. A ren deer? No, I give up. What?
No idea.
Oh! Okay. Yeah. Sylvie Simmons, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to buy her albums anyway. No. I love jokes like that. There's a, what do you call, how is it? Oh, wait a minute. What do you call someone from Mississippi with no eyes? Mississippi.
Yes, it goes, go do it, talk.
Yeah, that was terrible. Sylvie, it is delightful. I'm not going to make you strain your voice anymore. I want to thank you so much for being in the Daverhood. I know you can't sing. I wish you could. I know we're being
Your
deprived.
critics always say that. I think I can sing quite well.
No, you know what I mean.
Men, huh? They're all the same.
It's
So,
true.
Sylvie, you get better with your tooth and your face and everything, and please come back in the Daverhood very soon, and certainly next year as well. Get well, and have a fantastic 2023. Please, please,
And you
please.
too, and everybody else, thank you so much. I love being on your show.
Thank
Next time I'll sing.
Got it. You get 2 songs next time to make up for this one. Happy New Year.
I'll keep you to it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, Adam, cousin Adam, how are you? Oh, wait, Adam, unmute, please. I need you. There you go. Good. How are you?
It finally offered me the option. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am fine. Everybody's been complaining that they've had miserable years. I've actually had a pretty good one for once. I don't know if you know, my wife and I moved to Maryland. We have
I
a
did
house.
not know.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Wonderful.
and got ourselves a Subaru car and everything. I feel like I've grown up again. So
My
how are
goodness.
you though? What's going on in your life, man?
It's been a bit of, I'm sorry, it's been a bit of a rough year. We lost a few people, as I'm sure you know.
No,
And
remind me. Who? I don't know. Who?
okay, so
Yeah, it'll be my family. Yeah.
yes, so Meryl's husband of 24 years passed away in February. That was Marty.
Okay.
Um,
And Marilyn
and
who? I mean, remember,
I'm sorry, my mother.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a very close family friend. He might as well have been the 4th class brother. He passed away in May. His name was Darren, and he died very suddenly. That was pretty horrible. And there have been a few others, and then there was some hospitalizations, and it's been a bit of a rocky year. So, you know,
Were you hospitalized, or are your kid?
I
You
was
have a daughter. Is she
no,
okay? No, what?
no, my daughter. Thank God, my daughter is okay, doing very well. No, I was hospitalized in November, and that kind of sucked. And
Bitter? I mean,
yeah, it was very unexpected. It was very, very bad.
hmm.
They made it all better, quote unquote, and thankfully, here I am. So
Yeah. No.
yeah, I mean, you don't ever want to find a point on it, but you spend 8 days in the hospital. It's a lot of time to spend and think. So,
It's interesting. I mean, it's been, thank God, a few years since I've been in the hospital, and it was only for a day or two with a hernia. So I haven't had that kind of experience. Is it life changing? Is it? Do things go through your head? Do you have regrets?
well,
Or is it just like, get me out of the hospital, let me start my life again?
for better or worse, I've spent a lot of time at hospitals caring for other people.
Hmm.
And it's a very different perspective when you're caring for someone and working with doctors and nurses and even living there and living in rehab facilities, taking care of someone else, versus when you're the person with the IVs in your arms and.
Hmm.
So it's a very different perspective for me. One I really prefer never to repeat.
You
Pretty
have to
obvious.
understand, but I've known Adam for so many years. He has never ever been this serious. I was kind of for joke. We used to listen to
Dr. Demento, absolutely. And
Dr. Demento, but also what's his name?
oh,
What's Dr.
Larry.
Dirty?
It was that was Dr. Dirty. That was Dr. Dirty. And I'm
It was
not
on the
remembering his
show,
name.
the parody guy.
Yes, of
Weird
course.
Al?
No. This is
No,
this is this is
on
a
the show.
different. This is someone if Weird Al took a really hard left into foul mouth territory.
Yes, exactly. I'm shame on me for forgetting his name, but I'm
That's
just
okay.
saying that when you come on the show, or when I knew you, and we knew each other as kids, essentially,
Yeah.
it was all, and suddenly to see you in this kind of like
John Valby?
John Valby.
John Balby.
I don't know.
Yes, John Valby.
And God
Thank
bless your
you.
wife for remembering. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you, hon.
Um,
I got to bring in one. I
Please.
break the mood. But Becca,
No,
I'm going to
no.
let you go because I'm going to get some other people in the neighborhood. But Becca,
Okay.
I hope that as I said, I really, really hope things go much better for you in the year ahead. Or even
They
better.
they went well this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, it'll be in 50 minutes. It'll be the next year. You
Stephen
can.
who said,
Oh, Stephen knew it.
yeah,
Wow.
he was, I said, thank you.
Yeah, Stephen's coming on in a little bit, in like
Yeah.
5 more minutes.
He
So.
knows who he gave.
John Valby. So Becca, moi, happiness to you. Were you going to sing anything or no? Or
Well, we didn't discuss. I can sing a little.
why don't I
Uh,
think
uh,
we need it? I'm going to let another person in the
okay.
neighborhood, but if you don't mind, if we can, let's have some songstress sing from
Okay.
Becca Kidwell. By the way, when are you appearing next at like Don't Tell Mama or wherever? Where can people see you?
Well, actually, right now I have 2 storytelling gigs in Brooklyn coming up in January, and you can find that out on my website.
Which is
Um,
BeccaKidwell.com.
Becca C. Kidwell.
Becca, BECCA, Kidwell.com. So Becca, give us
Yes.
a little song while I bring in you're a cabaret person I'm sure you know named Ricky Ritzel.
Oh,
So
yes.
serenade him and me and Adam.
You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you've got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You've got a friend.
We have a friend in Becca Kidwell. The only reason I'm stopping you is I know Facebook and YouTube are going to block this when ASCAP
Yeah.
gets a hold of the lyrics on this. So I think it was less than 30 seconds there.
Great.
It was
Yes.
lovely.
That
It was
lovely.
And
Becca, that was lovely. You're lovely. Happy New Year to you. Moi,
thank you.
moi.
And
Please
hope Adam, hope you have a better year.
to
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. Thank you, Becca. See you soon.